হচ্ছে না কেন? হ্যাঁ হয়েছে। হ্যাঁ টাইম চলে যায় দিনে দিনে। Before we start the class, all the A section students are requested to leave the class within 11:10 a.m. positively, huh? If your choice, if you can leave the class for Sudhi madam, because Sudhi madam take the class, okay, A section A, and section B continue my class. Last class we discuss about good morning everybody. Last class we discuss about nucleic acid. Okay, nucleic acid, different the structure and function and different types of DNA or RNA. Now today discuss about the biosynthesis of purine nucleotides. Biosynthesis of purine nucleotides, because purine is the one of the major important base of the nucleotides. So you can write or you can synthesize the nucleic acid. One of the most important component is the nucleotides, base adenine, guanine in case of purine, and pyrimidine base like cytosine, thymine, and uracil. So before we start the replication, transcription, and translation, how to synthesis of the nucleotides? Obviously, these are the basic component of the DNA. First of all, the purine base. Next, we discuss about the synthesis of. First, we discuss about purine base, then the pyrimidine base, then replication, then transcription, then translation, then after that gene expression. এটাই হচ্ছে আমার মেন টপিক। এটা আমি ক্লাস নেবই, সেটা অন্য যেই টিচার যাই পড়াক এই ওয়েতে আমি পড়িয়ে যাব। ওকে, তোমাকে কিছু বলার দরকার নেই, আদার্স টিচারের সঙ্গে কোনো রকম কনসাল্ট করতে হবে না, সে যেমন পড়েছে হ্যাঁ দেবে, আর আমি এই ক্লাসটা এক্সট্রা তোমাকে যেভাবে হোক শেষ করবো এই ফরম্যাটটা। ওকে, সো দিস ইজ দ্য purine nucleotides. The purine nucleotides, it is basically composed of the 6 member along with the 5 member rings, and these rings is composed by the so many components, just like a Devi Durga যেরকম কি করে ঢুকলো কি করা যায়, ছেলেটাকে কি করে করা যায়?
স্যার আপনি কি রিয়া চক্রবর্তীকে অ্যাড করেছিলেন?
না, তার মানে ও লিংক মেল যে ওই যে গুগল ফর্মটা করেছিলাম ওতে মেল আইডিটাও পাঠিয়ে দিয়েছে স্যার।
হ্যাঁ স্যার হতে পারে।
আর না হলে স্যার আপনি কোডটা বলেছেন ওটা জেনে গেছে কোনো প্রকারে, আপনি যে
কোডটা ফোনে
বললেন
বলছিলাম আমি।
হ্যাঁ ওটা স্যার একটু হয়েছে
না স্যার জানার তো দরকার নেই, আমাদের ক্লাসে যারা আছে তারা সবাই কোডটা আছে বলে দিতে পারবে।
অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমার যতদূর ধারণা, যদি না আমার ভুল হয়, এটা হচ্ছে তোমাদের ক্লাসের মধ্যেই একজন কেউ।
হ্যাঁ স্যার,
হ্যাঁ স্যার আমাদের ক্লাসেই, তোমাদের এই সেকশন বি সেকশন মিলে কেউ একজন, এটা ঠিক আছে। আর সে ঠিক আছে, ওকে ইয়ে করবো। ওকে চলো ক্লাসটা চলো। দেখো আমি যখনই ক্লাস নেই তখনই জিনিসটা করে, তখন লেফট করে যা। রিয়া চক্রবর্তী তাই তো?
ইয়েস স্যার, এখন ওই নামেই ছিল।
আছে
না মানে এই নামে ছিল
স্যার, লেফট হয়ে গেছে সঙ্গে সঙ্গে।
তো কোড তো পেয়েই যাবে, কিন্তু আমাকে কিন্তু ও এ চায়নি, পারমিশন চায়নি, মানে রিয়া চক্রবর্তী না এ আসেনি। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ক্লাসটা শুরু হোক। ওইটা ডিসকাশন করতে করতে আমার নষ্ট হয়ে যাচ্ছে। নেক্সট, দিস ইজ দ্য পিউরিন নিউক্লিয়াস। জাস্ট লাইক বলেছিলাম যে দেবী দুর্গা যেভাবে অসুর নিধনের জন্য যেরকম 10 হাতে 10টা জিনিস দিয়ে সাজানো হয়, ঠিক Purine by synthesis, purine nucleotide which is synthesized from the different groups. This is the number one, N1, this N group which is coming from the aspartate amino acids. N2 which is coming from the format. N3, first bolchi ha. N3 is N3 and N9 which is coming from the glutamate. So aspartate and glutamate is such a important amino acid which is essential for the synthesis of purine nucleotides. Another is the C4, 5 and 7. This portion is coming from the glycine. So glycine is another important amino acid which is synthesized or helping for the synthesis of purine nucleotides. And C6 which is coming from the bicarbonate, and C8 which is coming from the format. Okay, so these 9 fraction which is coming from the different compound like aspartate, glycine, glutamine, 3 amino acid, format, 2 formates C2 and C8 and bicarbonate. The C2 which is coming from the respiratory carbon dioxide, amino group coming from the aspartate, and the formyl tetrahydrofolate folic acid from C2, and amide N2, N3 and N9 which is coming from the glutamates, and C is the methyl tetrahydrofolate and glycine coming from this. Okay, just question korte hobe na, we can I can upload it in the YouTube channels. The purine nucleotide are the biosynthesis most of the tissue, however the major site is the liver. This purine synthesis and this pathway operates in the cytoplasm also. And the major pathway of denotes is the de novo synthesis. This is very important terms. The de novo means new. De novo means new synthesis because the purine ring is synthesized from the different small component, and since the human beings can synthesize the purine and pyrimidine base in the de novo because the new synthesis, and they are said to be prototrophs, and this contribution by the different atoms from the different source of force from the formation of the purine ring. So these are the different components from the different source, they will form the purine biosynthesis, and during this de novo synthesis purine ring is built of a ribose 5-phosphate molecule. Ribose 5-phosphate, actually ribose 5-phosphate is the precursor molecule. From this molecule these are purine nucleus synthesized, hence the nucleotides are the product of de novo synthesis. And there are the 10 steps involved in the de novo synthesis. In the enzyme catalyze this reaction and existing the multi-enzyme complex in case of eukaryotic cells. The arrangement of increase the efficiency of this pathway. So it is a very complicated pathway by which the purine nucleus synthesis, after that it will be synthesized for the nucleic acid. First, the biosynthesis is the multi-steps process, and the enzyme catalyzes this process by the substrate are converted into the more complex products in the living organism. That is the biosynthetic process. And the simple compound are modified, converted into a others compound and joining together to form a macromolecules. So in case of a simple compounds like carbon dioxide or the amino acid which is compound ultimately to combine together and to form a the purine nucleotides or complex compound, and this process often consists of the metabolic pathway, and this purine is built up upon the pre-existing, actually this compound which is coming from the pre-existing ribose 5-phosphate, ribose which is coming from the hexose monophosphate side or pentose phosphate pathway. By the phosphorylation reaction they form a ribose 5-phosphate, and the starting material is the ribose 5-phosphate. From this compound then finally the purine will be synthesized, and liver is the a place where it will be synthesized. Another is the erythrocyte, polynuclear leukocytes, and the brain cannot produce the purine nucleus. So the erythrocyte and polymorphonuclear leukocytes and the brain cannot synthesize, but some others can synthesize the nucleus. So basically liver is the synthesis for nucleus. Okay, so there are the two pathways for which for the synthesis of the nucleotides. One is the de novo synthesis. Hello, हाँ पार्टी दीजिए. ओके रखो, पार्टी दिएছি আমি স্টেট কাউন্সিলে. This is two parts. One is the de novo synthesis, another the salvage pathway. What is de novo? Biochemical pathway. There's 10 steps of reaction of nucleotides. They are the synthesized from new simple precursors molecule. And salvage pathway, after the synthesis of compounds, actually inosine monophosphate, then it will be converted into a this inositol monophosphate, finally converted into a dienobocysuta puspita de. Let's cover the base and the nucleotides form during the degradation of the RNA and the DNA. Okay, this is called the salvage pathway. We'll discuss and later on. Okay, so you can keep in your minds how to synthesis of the nucleotides. The nucleotide biosynthesis, one is the de novo synthesis, another is the salvage pathway by which the purine and pyrimidine was synthesized. Two pathway, one is the salvage pathway, another de novo synthesis. A salvage pathway basically coming from the diets. The de novo synthesis, it is also coming from this pathway. Purine and pyrimidine will become. First compound is the IMP, inositol monophosphate, then AMP, then finally ATP. Another is compound GMP and CTP, and pyrimidine first UMP to DUMP, second DTTP, and UMP then converted to UTTP, from this UTTP to CTP. This is the schematic diagram by which all the nucleotide base can be synthesized by this pathway. Okay, but what are the pathway? Let's discuss later on. First, de novo synthesis, the N1 coming from this, the aspartate C2 and C8 from the fumarate, N3 and 9 from the glutamate, C4, 5 and 7 which is coming from the glycine, and C6 which is coming from the bicarbonate. So last we discuss at first. Thus the aspartate, formate, glutamate and glycine and bicarbonate act as a building blocker for the purine synthesis. So in your DNA synthesis, this purine is essential. In case of purine synthesis, this type of diet, especially for the amino acids, which is very essential for the synthesis of nucleotides as well as the nucleic acid. So these are the first, the purine, adenine and guanine in this under this class have derivatives of inosine monophosphate. Thus it will becomes from this inosine monophosphate. This will become, these are the purine nucleus, then the inosine monophosphate ribose with one phosphate groups. This is called inosine monophosphate. Then it is amino group adenosine monophosphate. The first step is the ribose 5-phosphate of carboxylate. Okay, it is discussed with you the details. I go through the just directly onto the stepwise reaction. First compound is the ribose 5-phosphate. After phosphorylation, it is converted into the ribose 5-phosphate. Okay, this purine nucleotide is synthesized and it react with the ATP to form a phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate. Glutamine transferred amide nitrogen for PRPP to replace the phosphopyrophosphate and produce 5-phosphoribosyl and catalyzed by the PRPP glutamide amino transferase. The reaction is committed. Okay, the next step of reaction, phosphorylation of the reaction. Okay, just you can see it because for recording. Next I discuss how can this is the pathway. Okay, just this pathway elaborately written in the above slides. Okay, the first compound is the PRPP and the glutamine react with the glutamic acid and PPI plus 5-ribosyl pyrophosphate. It is converted to, in presence of glycine and ATP, this is converted into the glycinamide ribonucleotide. Glycinamide ribonucleotide. Then glycinamide ribonucleotide with N5N10 methylene dimethylene tetrahydrofolate. It is converted to formyl glycinamide. This is the structure. Then bind with the glycinamide, formyl glycinamide ribonucleotide, formyl glycinamide ribonucleotides. Then this glutamate, which is called glutamic acid, and then it is converted to formyl glycinamide ribonucleotides, and structure is given here. Only the chain structure is given here. Just to show fast, this another ATP will bind with this. They form a amino imidazole or ribonucleotides. Then it is called a 5-amino 4-carboxylic 5-amino 4-carboxylic amino imidazole dicarboxylamide ribonucleotides. Then another aspartic acid which is coming into the, then for N-succinyl 5-amino imidazole carboxamide ribonucleotides. Okay, then the fumaric acid will become from this, and this in steps 8 reaction, 5 amino imidazole, 4 carboxylamide ribonucleotides. Next step is the ninth step. Ninth step is from these compounds, the again tetrahydrofolate formilated tetrahydrofolate acetic acid folic acid to converted to tetrahydrofolic acid, then formation of N-formyl amino imidazole 4 carboxamide. This is the compound which is come. Then this formyl groups in the H2 will be released. Then the inosine or inosine monophosphate will become, and after the aspartic acid, then fumaric acid will be released. Finally, the adenyl acid or adenosine monophosphate. Actually, amino will become, this is the inophosphate, then the adenosine monophosphate, AMP, then AMP, another phosphorylation reaction, ADP, or another phosphorylation ATP will become. So this is the structure. First this compound and then this compound, and finally ultimately the inosine monophosphate. It is the intermediate product of this glutamine and glutamate. Okay. Next, the synthesis of AMP to GAMP. How? Initially, inosine monophosphate is the compounds, then AMP, then finally GMP. Synthesis of AM, inosine monophosphate. It is the intermediate precursor for the formation of AMP and also the GMP. So first IMP, inosine monophosphate, then AMP and GMP, মানে adenosine monophosphate and guanosine monophosphate. Aspartate condensation with the IMP to form a production of GTP to produce a adenosyl succinate, which is no cleavage from the AMP. This is the pathway. Okay, IMP undergoes the NADP depends. Okay, this is the pathway. Synthesis of AMP and the GMP. This is the compound IMP, inosine monophosphate, by the presence of aspartate with GTP enzyme. Adenyl succinate synthase is converted to adenosyl succinate. Then adenosyl succinate and fumarate will be released, then AMP will become. So adenosine monophosphate will become. First IMP and this another pathway. This is IMP is the precursors. First IMP will become after 10 step of reaction from the starting material 5-phosphoribosyl 5-phosphate. Then IMP will become after the 10 step of reaction. Then IMP to this pathway. By this pathway, it is formation of AMP, adenosine monophosphate. Then again phosphorylation ADP. Then again phosphorylation, it will be a formation of ATP. Another pathway by which IMP, which is converted to the same pathway, but the two compound is from AMP and GMP. The NADPase dehydrogenase, it converted to xanthosine monophosphate. The xanthosine monophosphate plus glutamine ATP is to formation of GMP synthetase, is formation of GMP. Then another phosphorylation GDP, then another phosphorylation GTP will become. So another trinucleotide phosphate. So these are the compounds. Adenosine monophosphate, as per structure wise it will be seen. It will be the AMP, adenosine monophosphate, and this is the structure of guanosine monophosphate. Another salvage pathway. What is the alternative pathway of by this pathway? Adenine, which is converted to AMP by the adenosine phosphoribosyl transferase, and one is the PRPP, which is converted to PPI. PRPP phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate. Another guanine, hypoxanthine guanine or phosphoribosyl transferase, GMP will become. And the hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosyl transferase is converted into a IMP. This is the salvage and conversion of ribonucleotide to deoxyribonucleotide. Another important, initially all the compound which is essential for the RNA, but how to formation of the deoxyribonucleotides, because these are the component of the DNA. The synthesis of purine and pyrimidine and deoxyribonucleotide occurs from the ribonucleotide by the reduction at the C2 of a ribose moiety, and this reaction is catalyzed by the multi subunit by the B1 and to B2 subunit enzymes ribonucleotide reductase. So the formation of deoxyribonucleotide from the ribonucleotides. Deoxyribonucleotide, initially all are ribonucleotides. After that it will converted to deoxyribonucleotide. How it will form? Only one reaction, but very complicated reaction. The ribonucleotide diphosphate, ADP, বলেছিলাম AMP, which is phosphorylation ADP, GDP, CDP, UDP, TDP, then ribo, because thymine is replaced by the uracil. That's why UDP. The ribonucleotide reductase is converted to ribonucleotide diphosphate, ADP, GDP, CDP, and UDP. And one coenzyme thyrodoxidine reduced form and thyrodoxine oxidized form. Then how it will be oxidized to reduced form? This reduced form to oxidized form, and it will be formed by the thyroxidine reductase, and there one NADP which is converted to NADH and H plus. So NADH H plus which converted into a H plus. That's why the oxidized thyroxidine converted to reduced thyroxidine, and ultimately the ribonucleotide. Or if you cannot remember it, this portion, you can cut off this portion. Only you can write this ribonucleotide diphosphate. In the presence of ribonucleotide reductase, it's converted to ribonucleotide diphosphate in case of DNA. So these are the ribonucleotide diphosphate and the ribonucleotide reductase, then converted into, these are the ribonucleotide OH group present, but here it's in no HO group is divided. That's why it is a component of deoxyribose, or deoxyribose means it is a component of the DNA by the enzyme ribonucleotide reductase. So supply the reducing the equivalents enzymes and reducing the equivalents in styrene and supply thyroxidine monomers compounds. NADPH dependent, obviously. Without the NADPH, this reduction it cannot be completed. So the regulation of the ribonucleotide synthesis and ribonucleotide are mostly required for the synthesis of DNA. The enzymes ribonucleotide reductase maintain the. So in your another inhibitor. So in your class, in your syllabus, first of all, thus only you can remember it, the synthesis of purine nucleus, biosynthesis of nucleus. Only you can write down these 10 steps of reaction, but you can, for your remembering, I can discuss more elaborately. But in your syllabus, only you can write down, or only you can write this structure with name, only the step of reaction, another pathway to how to IMP to GTP or CDP. Okay, this is syllabus, but for your understanding, I discuss elaborately. So what are the inhibitors? This is very important. What are the inhibitors of purine biosynthesis? Suppose some inhibitors, some food, some other drugs which can inhibit the purine biosynthesis. In that case, there is a purine biosynthesis will be hampered. That in that case, the purine loss of purine or crisis of purine, due to this crisis of purine, the DNA will be not form or RNA will not form. So what are the factors? Number one, the folic acid, it is essential for the synthesis of purine nucleotide. So you can use some antibiotics or others that can be inhibit the folic acid. Like drugs like sulfonamides basically inhibit the folic acid, structural analog with the para-amino benzoic acid or the PABA, and the sulfur drugs can inhibit. So in case of use sulfur drugs, in that case there is a hamper of or inhibit the synthesis of purine, and this sulfur drug can inhibit the synthesis of folic acid by microorganism, and this indirectly reduce the synthesis of purine and nucleic acid. So sulfur drug can inhibit the synthesis of folic acid by the microorganisms. Okay, so in that case, and the structural analog of folic acid like methotrexate also used in case of cancer. So the structural analog folic acid is essential for the human beings, folic acid is essential for the microorganism. So you can use the sulfonamides, that in case of microorganism their folic acid will be synthesized, but our folic acid is not synthesized because there is a quite different. Hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
चलेगी क्या क्लास पढ़ाए खाली भरेगी क्या साथ था लौंडे से करेगी.
Another azathioprine and other synthetic nucleotides analog 6 guanine. Okay. So this solvage path is not required at that time. I can skip the method. Okay. Next we discuss about the synthesis of pyrimidine. Okay. Those are in the section A. if you not in if you join the madam class, you can leave the class. Okay. Hello. Those who are section A, you can leave now because you can join your madam class, Sudhi madam class. Okay. Koel Jan. Next, another biosynthesis of pyrimidine. This is the synthesis of purine for adenine and guanine, and another base is the pyrimidine base like cytosine, thymine, and uracil. And how to synthesize? These are the structure of pyrimidine nucleus, but only the 6 member rings, and here N1, N6, N5, and N4 from the aspartate, and N3 from the glutamate, and N2 from the bicarbonate. So here also different components can help for the biosynthesis of pyrimidine also. This biosynthesis of pyrimidine by the de novo pyrimidine biosynthesis. Okay, this biosynthesis which is occurred in the livers, and the pyrimidine nucleotide synthesis is a ring complicated before using the link for before. So okay, these are the structure. You can see it if you I think it is not visible clearly, but you can see in your books. I think it will be better. First, it will be start from the 2 ATP plus carbon dioxide plus glutamine with H2O, the formation of carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2. It is this carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1 which is essential for the synthesis of first step of reaction in the urea cycle, and the carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 which is essential for the synthesis of pyrimidine. So be very careful. One is for the urea cycle, another 2 is it is kintu 2 where enzyme is the same but enzyme different, but their name is carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 which is synthesis for the pyrimidine also. Then carbamyl phosphate will become here in case of urea cycle, carbamyl phosphate will become here also carbamyl phosphate, then aspartate, then carbamyl aspartate will become. In the carbamyl aspartate with step 3, there is the dehydrogenase is converted to dihydroorotate. Dihydroorotate. How it is formed? Dihydroorotate. Then dihydroorotate dehydrogenase is converted orotic acid or orotate. Orotic acid. Then orotate to দেখা যাচ্ছে না dihydroorotate to এতল then dihydroorotate to orotic acid, and orotic acid finally it is converted into a pyrimidine nucleus. Pyrimidine nucleus, basic nucleus, UMP. This UTP, UMP will become then ATP, UDP plus ATP, UTDP plus ATP, then UTP plus ADP will become. So in case generally IMP inosine monophosphate, here IMP UMP monophosphate will become, then for another phosphorylation, and after phosphorylation UTP will become. So CTP is synthesized from the UTP, CTP from UTP. So here is the basic component UTP which is converted into CTP. Okay. Successful and unsuccessful people do not very greatly in their ability, and they are very in their desire to the reach in the potential. Okay. So I think 2 things is covered. Another is the replication. Understand basic? Understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
কি বুঝেছো? Main in your syllabus you can remember it. What is the biosynthesis of purine and pyrimidine? Just you only remember the reaction, only 1 page reactions, okay, in your syllabus wise, but I discuss elaborately for remembering, for understanding. But you can remember in your question. Actually in your question there is all of the multiple choice question, so you can remember this 10 step of reaction. I think it will be not help for the multiple choice question. So I can prepare, there are different types of multiple choice question. Those chapter I was covered, those chapter enzymes and other chapter, those I covered, and I give a multiple choice question shortly in this week. I can prepare it and you can send to it. Okay, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because
Okay,
because
sir.
in your examination is the multiple choice question, so you can thorough knowledge about this particular topic. But if you just offline for examination, in that case only you can remember the 10 step of reaction, then IMP will become, then IMP to another pathway, GTP or ATP will become. And in case of uridine pyrimidine nucleus, just 6 steps of reaction involved, you can write it, there is no problem. But in case of multiple choice, what are the step and how it will be formed, so it will be formed. And it I also uploaded in your Google Classroom this 5 PPT. Okay, hello, along with the lecture plus this 5 PPT, along with added here in your Google Classroom. Okay, so then replication. First DNA and RNA. DNA is the deoxyribonucleic acid which is present in the nucleus or chromosomes, and RNA which is coming from the DNA. This DNA and RNA is a very essential component for the hereditary and the different types of activity, and their sequence is very important for their activity. It's like a human or tiger or a cats or others animals or the microorganism. Basically the component are the same, but only the sequence is the difference. That's why some person are human beings, some are the animals, some are the microorganism. Okay, so after the formation of DNA, what is the composition of DNA? Base, sugar and phosphate. The base, how it will be formed? By the purine synthesis or by the pyrimidine biosynthesis. After that, the base will become, and the sugar will become by the pentose phosphate pathway, and phosphate will become different inorganic phosphate compounds. Finally, the base, sugar and phosphate formation of a nucleotides. Okay, and base and sugar which form a nucleosides. So a polymer of nucleotides, base, sugar, phosphate, base, sugar, phosphate, base, sugar, phosphate, ultimately formation a one strand, and another strand they are complemented. This is called the template strand. Another strand simultaneously it will be produced base, sugar, phosphate, and base, sugar, phosphate, base, sugar, phosphate, and joining with the base with base, base with base, A T G C, A with T by double bond and GC or vice versa by the triple hydrogen bonds. AT or TA by the double hydrogen bond and TG by GC by the triple hydrogen bond. It will be discovered by the Chargaff's. It is called Chargaff rules. And generally, in case of DNA, the 50% is the DNA is purine base and 50% is the pyrimidine base as per the Chargaff rules. Okay, or as per Chargaff rules, it is the nature and it is discovered by the Chargaffs. So replication, DNA replication. So after that, this polymer of nucleotides along with the hydrogen bonding to form a double strand DNA, right-handed double strand DNA. Another slide also given, there are different types of DNA, aDNA, bDNA and zDNA, aDNA, bDNA and zDNA, and they are classified different types of classification. It will be seen in the if you are in my slides, I can share with you. Otherwise, you can see in the Satyanarayan or others books. Therefore, aDNA, what are the characteristics of aDNA? I think in case of Satyanarayan books, a chart will be given. aDNA, what are the characteristics? bDNA, band DNA, and cDNA, and from this physiologically active the bDNA and Z means zigzag DNA, and their base pair is the like 10, 11 and 12 base pair, and so all the feature will be given in the chart. So from this chart, I think one question will become every year, what are the types of DNA and what are the base pair of this particular DNA, A, B and Z DNA. Okay, and physiologically active is the bDNA. So then after the DNA will become formed, and then how to DNA, or what are the copy of DNA. This is called the replication of DNA. Replication of DNA. Replication of DNA means one DNA to another DNA. one DNA to another DNA, it will be formed. This is called the replication of DNA, or is a process by which a daughter DNA will become or a mother DNA to form a daughter DNA. A daughter DNA formed from the mother DNA. How it will be formed? Why? Because the daughter বলতে পারে anybody বললাম যে daughter DNA will become from the mother DNA, কারণ ফিমেল থেকেই একটা নিউ জেনারেশন হয়, মেল থেকে হয় না। সেই জন্য যদিও এখানে জাস্ট মনে রাখার জন্য, বাট এখানে মেল ফিমেলের কোনো ব্যাপার না, অ্যাকচুয়ালি মাদার থেকেই ডটার হয় আর সন হয়। কারণ ডটার কেন বলা হয়েছে, যদি ডটার না হয়, যদি সন হতো তাহলে, কারণ একটা ডিএনএ থেকে আরো দুটো ডিএনএ, অ্যানাদার ডিএনএ তে আরো এক্সট্রা 4 ডিএনএ উইল বি ফর্ম। সো ডটারই ক্যান প্রডিউস অ্যানাদার ডিএনএ, সন ইজ নেভার প্রডিউস টু অ্যানাদার ডিএনএ, মানে সন থেকে কিন্তু কোনো বাচ্চা হবে না রে। দ্যাটস ওয়াই দ্য মাদার ডিএনএ can formation of daughter DNA and daughter DNA to again the daughter DNA. Okay, so these are the basic structure of DNA. This is the coiling, super coiling structure, right-handed or left-handed structure, and these are the different types of base in case of DNA, and these are the base pairing, the adenine, thymine, cytosine and guanine, uracil, because it is a structure of DNA. It contains the DNA polymerase original template, and then we can see how to DNA formation or DNA, one DNA to another DNA. By this process it is called the replication. So under this, before this, understanding the basic rules of governing the DNA replication and understand the function of key protein involved in the generalized replication model. So these are the DNA. In case of cell nucleus, first the DNA, then it will be uncoiling, then those two strands will be separated out, then the mRNA will become this another all this process in the ribosomes, and this steps 2 and this step 4 amino acid which is come, then they stay attached with this, then the growing polypeptides. So it is a structure of both replication, transcription and finally translation. Ultimately one DNA to mRNA, last class this is called the central dogma of life, the one DNA which is for mRNA which is bind with the amino acid as per the sequence, as per the instruction of mRNA. Actually mRNA carries some message, that's why it is called the messenger RNA, and the tRNA to transfer, or just like a track to carry the amino acid, that's why it's called the transfer RNA, and ribosomal RNA which is the initiation factor for the ribosomes. That's why these three and another RNA like snRNA, small nuclear RNA, or hnRNA or heteronuclear RNA, which is help for the synthesis. Till now there is unknown for their function, but it is help for the synthesis of RNA or initiation for the translation. So ultimately the peptide growing polypeptide chain will be formed from the replication, then transcription, then translation. It has, and this is the original structure of drawing by the Watson and Crick. This is the structure, 3-dimensional structure, original structure which is given draw by the Watson and Crick, and Watson and Crick who discovered this structure of the DNA in the 1953. It has not escaped our the notice that the specific pairing of have a postulated immediately suggests a possible copying mechanism for the genetic material. And Watson and Crick in the 1953, it is published in the Nature actually, and he got the Nobel Prize also. First, this structure of nucleotides, and it is a great miracle and great advantages of this science, when the DNA structure was revealed by the Watson and Crick. That's why it is called the Watson and Crick models. Sometimes the 4 requirements of the DNA to be genetic material must be carry the information, all the DNA carry the all the genetic information. That's why it is called the reserve bank of genetic information. And cracking the genetic codes must replicate, DNA will be replication, must allow for the information to change like mutation, kono mutation change hoy at that, and must govern the expression of the phenotypes like gene function. So these are the main function of the genetic material. And DNA stored in the formation of the sequence of the its base. Much base is the sequence specific formation of accessibility only when the double helix is unknown. The restrictions, some protease Proteins recognize the base and sequence of DNA without unwinding it. This is called the restricted enzyme, restriction of the enzyme or restriction of E. coli 1. E. coli 1 means E. coli 1 RB restricted nucleates that can be cut this portion. Okay. Next, the protein read to the DNA sequence of the nucleotides as the DNA helix is unwound. When the DNA will unwound, then this portion will be cut. Then the protein can either bind with the DNA sequence or initiate the synthesis of DNA. Somatic cell DNA stability and reproductive of the cell DNA stability is essential, and why? Identified by this. And some genetic disease due to the clotting factor. Next, mutation causes the hemophilia. Okay. Next, the replication. In the process of the duplication of the entire genome prior to the cell division, the biological significance, the extreme accuracy of the DNA replication is necessary in order to preserve the integrity of the genome in successive generation. Okay, this is the main theme, main function of the replication. In eukaryotes, replication only occurs during the S phase. Actually, S phase in your mitosis generally different phase like G0 phase, G1, G0 is the resting phase, G1 and G2 phase. It is where the checkpoint or the initiation will be start from the GNA G1 and the M phase, that is metaphase, then the S phase. In this S phase, a question that will be in which phase the DNA synthesis, M phase, G phase, G1 phase, G2 phase, G0 phase. Only the you can right answer is the S phase. So replication only occurs during the S phase of the cell cycle, and G1 and G2 it is the checkpoint. First initiation, and after synthesis another checkpoint G2. When synthesis, after synthesis of DNA, it will be proper or not, that will be checked by the G2 phase. So it's a very complicated as well as very systematic pathway for the replication. First the G1, G0 phase, that is called the resting phase. In that phase, all the requirements is collected or not. After that checking by the G1 phase, then metaphase is start, then the replication phase is start in case of S phase. After that, the G2 phase is start. It is the another checkpoint to synthesis. The new product is right or wrong, that will be checked by the G2 phase. So it's a very good sequence as well as the very systematic way that can identify all the requirements are ready or the final product is okay. If it is not okay, then it is rectify or repair automatically. In case of just like in your computer, when a Windows is crack or any problem, sometimes a repair can be automatic repair. You can run this, you automatically repair it. In case of DNA replication, if any sort of problems, a repair system is available, then it will be repaired it. Or if it repair can be failed, then there is some different types of disorder or life-threatening disorder will become like cancer. Other types of disease will become due to failure of repair mechanism of. So the mechanism of the DNA, basically 3 steps is involved in this process. One is the initiation, elongation and termination. The first case of initiation, the protein binding to the DNA. Protein binding, hello পাঠিয়েছো? ঠিক আছে, proteins bind to the DNA that opens the double helix and prepare the DNA for the complementary base pair. Okay, complementary base pair, this is the initiation. First, how it will be, this is a 1-2 line and written here, but it is a very big process, and all these process till now it is unknown. How to initiate the replication, initiation, in case of you organize some programs, all the participant or the other things are ready, but who are the initiator? It's a very great role. But the initiator role is very important. So environment day program করলে তার জন্য যে ফার্স্ট ইনিশিয়েশন করেছিল, আই থিঙ্ক সে হচ্ছে সবচেয়ে বেশি ইম্পর্টেন্ট। সে যদি ইনিশিয়েশন না করতো তাহলে তোমাদের পার্টিসিপেন্ট থাকলেও কিন্তু প্রোগ্রামটা কমপ্লিট হবে না। সো ইন কেস অফ রেপ্লিকেশন, initiation, how to start the replication and what are the factors for the replication or initiate the process, this is very difficult. Still now it is unknown, but some factors, some agents that can help the initiation. this protein bind and DNA and open the double helix and prepare to DNA for the complementary base pair. So initially the DNA will be separate, then the two strand will be separate, then the another complementary strand will come, then finally it will be elongate. First is the one elongation, unwinding, then elongation will be start, then one by one the another DNA nucleotides will become, and this protein connected with the correct sequence of the nucleotides and into a continuous new strand will be DNA. Termination, the protein release the RNA, the relationship of the complex. The basic rule of the replication. First, the conservative, এটা মনে রাখো, this is very important, semi-conservative. Why it is called the semi-conservative? Because in case of DNA replication, one copy of DNA, another copy of DNA, one copy new strand, another is the, one is the template strand or the mother strand, another is the new. That's why it is called the semi-conservative. That means one strand, one DNA divided into two strand, and two strand, their complementary strand or new strand will become. That's why the 50% compound is reserved and another compound, another 50% is new synthesized. That's why it is called the semi-conservative process. Whole things are not conservative. Start at the origin. This is called the origin of replication. In case of E. coli or EC or lambda phage bacteriophage lambda, it is called ori lambda. Where it will be a start. DNA is a 4 meter, 1 meter length or length in case of human DNA, in case of other different, but where it will be a start. This is a very important, and where the place the replication will start, that is called the origin of replication. It is a very denoted name, OEC or ori lambda. In case of E. coli, it is called OEC. In case of bacteriophage lambda, it is called ori lambda. Next, there can be uni and bidirectional. Sometimes this complementary strand by the unidirection, same direction, but sometimes the bidirectional. One is the 5' to 3', another is the 3' to 5'. This is called a unidirectional or bidirectional. And in the semi-discontinuous, actually one strand which is in continuous, another is the discontinuous phase. That's why it is called, whole the process is the semi-discontinuous phase. One strand synthesized continuous phase, this is called the leading strand, and another is the discontinuous phase, this is called the lagging strand. And the whole the process occurs simultaneously. That's why it is called the semi-discontinuous process. Discontinuous synthesis always in the 5' to, this is very important. Write down this 5' to 3'. Write down this 5' to 3'. মাঝে মধ্যে এই কোশ্চেন থাকে, মাল্টিপল চয়েস। synthesis always 5' to 3', not 3' to 5'. And RNA primary is the essential. So you know, sometimes scientists telling that the RNA is the main molecule, because in case of DNA synthesis, RNA, the short segment of DNA like 5 to 10 nucleotides, which is essential for the synthesis of complementary strand. So this is called the RNA primer. It is a short segment of nucleotides, 5 to 10 nucleotides or 20 up to nucleotides that can start the complementary strand. Okay. So you can see it, just you can see it, the parent DNA, all are there. Dekho. In case of semi-conservative, conservative and dispersive. What is semi-conservative? Here the blue color, two strand and the blue color. But here first generation, one color of blue, another color is the brown color. One color is the blue, another color is the brown color. Here all are blue color, another. That's why it is called the conservative. Same things is copied in this is totally new. But here one strand is blue, one strand is brown. That's why it is called the semi-conservative. In case of dispersible, all these parts, both to the cut this portion mixed with the brown, green, brown, blue, brown, blue, brown, blue. So after that, that's why it is called the semi-conservative. This first one I discussed with you, and the second generation, this type of will be formed. So they have 50% blue with green and 50% totally new. Here one is the blue and another third is the new. At the origin, in the initiator of protein, identify the specific base sequence of the DNA called the site of origin. And in case of prokaryotic, in case of E. coli, it is called the ORIC. I already discussed. In case of eukaryotic, but here in case of the eukaryotic, the multiple site of origin like replicators. In case of yeast, the autonomously replicating the sequences. Okay. In case of double helix DNA, the origin of replication and transmission. So this is the basic difference. You can write down this. What are the difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic replication. In case of prokaryotic, the origin of replication is the one, but in case of eukaryotic, the origin of replication is different, or number of poly numbers, huge different number also, but this is very tough than the, this is called unidirectional and the bidirectional. First is the unidirectional with the same way, this is called the bidirectional. Okay, these are the bidirectional procedure. If we same, suppose this way and in this way, it is called the unidirectional, but one part is the one direction, that's why the 5' to always 3' end. So the most of the compound, leading compound, the most effective, it is the lagging strand. This lagging strand template for the right-handed, okay, this will be continuous, and the lagging strand of the template which will come, and leading strand will be template, okay, will become. So next, so these are the parental DNA. After that, they will become one strand with a 5' to 3', this end, another is from this way, that's why always 5 to 3, but this is a continuous strand, or it is called the leading strand, and this is the fragment strand, one to different types. This is called the lagging strand, or it is discovered by the Okazaki scientist, that's why name is the Okazaki fragments. But all the fragments are the 5' to 3', all the 5 to 3', 5' to 3', 5' to 3', finally all are joined together, then all this cut, then 5' to 3', here also new strand 5' to 3'. That's why always the new strand or complementary strand is comprised by 5' to 3'. Never you write 3' to 5'. And this is the enzymes which is help for the uncoiling. One is the enzymes helicase. This is the leading strand, and this is the lagging strand. This is formation of the most frequently synthesized, and the first this replication start to uncoiling the DNA strand by the helicase enzymes. So these are the strand, you can stand first, and here the strand, you can stand the triphosphate, then the DNA will become, this is the first strand will become, then the another strand as per the complementary base pair rule. Okay, so you can write if a long question will become, but there is no chance of wrong question. In case of prokaryotic and case of eukaryotic, the replication fork, this is the V-shaped structure, it is called the replication fork. This is the first enzyme, helicase is an enzyme to uncoiling it. Actually, it is a continuous process. Within the seconds, 3 to 4 nucleotides are joining together. So it's a very fast but very accurate. But if any type of problem, then the replication or repair can be done. So first enzymes, the DNA polymerase or helicase will be helicase to uncoiling the DNA sequence. Then the enzymes primase, DNA polymerase 3, and primase plus DNA in case of animal, prokaryotics. Okay, in case of prokaryotic, we can just write down, see it. In case of prokaryotic, this color, pink color, this is called yellowish color. So primase and DNA polymerase 3, and in case of eukaryotic, primase plus DNA polymerase alpha. Actually, in case of animal or eukaryotics, the replication process is so complicated than the prokaryotic process. And in case of prokaryotics, there is a 3 enzymes, DNA polymerase 1, 2, 3 are help for the synthesis of successful DNA. And in case of eukaryotics, the 5 DNA polymerase is involved, primase plus DNA polymerase alpha, and another DNA polymerase 3, and DNA polymerase eta, delta. These are the enzymes, and these are the ligase enzyme for ligation to joining together. Ultimately, all are 5' to 3', 5' to 3', 5' to 3'. Enzyme by the Okazaki fragments into a formation of a 5' to 3'. So in case of RNA primer, this is the RNA primer 5' to 3'. This is the leading strand, and this is the lagging strand. In case of another enzyme, the topoisomerase, it is very important. This is the topological structure of the enzyme, and this is the stable structure. All the DNA are in the helical end structure, and this helix is by topoisomerase. And topoisomerase, in case of eukaryotics and prokaryotic, it is 2 types. One the topoisomerase 1, another is the topoisomerase 2. The topoisomerase 1 and 2, which is one is enzyme present in the prokaryotics, and one is present in the human systems. Or topoisomerase or bacterial DNA guidage. Topoisomerase 1 or bacterial DNA guidage. সেই জন্য we can use some antibiotics, basically the quinolyl derivatives like ciprofloxacin, ofloxacin, and this group of roxifloxacin, moxifloxacin, and the levofloxacin. These are the group of antibiotics which is inhibit the supercoiling or by the inhibition of the topoisomerase 1 or bacterial DNA guidage. That will not affect the topoisomerase 2. If we affect the topoisomerase 2, so in case of human, their nucleic acid synthesis will be inhibited. So it's very specific. The ciprofloxacin group of drugs all are inhibit the DNA, bacterial DNA guidance inhibitors or topoisomerase 1 inhibitor, but that cannot any effect of topoisomerase 2. That's why when you take the antibiotics, only the nucleic acid will be not synthesized in case of bacteria, but there is no hamper of human system. Otherwise, human can be dead due to the ciprofloxacin. So there is a good good বলছি হলো কম্বিনেশন good enzymatic system. There is two enzymatic, one is the topoisomerase 1 and the topoisomerase 2. 2 is the animal and 1 is the in case of bacteria. Okay, so in case of bacteria, 1 and that will be inhibited by the ciprofloxacin, otherwise it will be problems. So when you have energy, you will be adding then the 5 prime and this the C and T, it will bind 3 bond hydrogen bond AT, which is double bond, CT, which is triple bond. Okay, and or vice versa. How it will be formed, then we can see the structure of the DNA. So there the DNA replication only occurred in the 5 prime to 3 prime. In case of 5 prime to 3 prime, in case of 5 prime to 3 prime, this is the proleading strand, and this is the DNA primer sequence. This is the short segment of DNA. বলেছিলাম the base pair 3 and to 5 primes and around 10 nucleotides are the basic rule of replication. সেটা হয়ে গেছে। আচ্ছা, core proteins that are replication of the force like topoisomerase, helicase for uncoiling, primase for the primer synthesis, single strand binding proteins, some proteins, protein A, B, C, protein A, DNA A, DNA B, DNA A capital A, DNA B capital. This is not a nucleic acid, it is a protein. Some proteins are involved in case of prokaryotic, 3 to 10 protein are involved for the stabilizing it, and in case of proeukaryotic 5 to 50 protein are stabilize the reaction. So DNA polymerase and the translation of the protein and DNA ligase. Okay, so DNA protein prevent the torsion of the DNA because the topoisomerase and separation of DNA is 2 strand are primer synthesis, prevalent translation, and single strand and synthesis of new strand stabilize the polymerase. Okay, so core protein of the replication fork. These are the nucleus. It formation of the replication forks. Then these are the nucleus, which is these are the DNA sequence, and the helicase is the enzyme DNA helicase to unwinding this. These are the core protein, which is protein A, B, C. In case of prokaryotic, comparatively less, the highest 10 number of different proteins, but basically to stabilize this option, stabilize this unwinded single strand DNA. Then in case of eukaryotics, more than 10, and finally these are the formation of DNA strand, single strand DNA form. Why has the DNA involved in the genetic material but not in the, because DNA is the more stable and RNA is prone to base catalyzed by the hydrolysis. Okay, so no DNA replication. Any question? Hello? কি আছে না নেই, সব বেরিয়ে গেছে। So today we discuss about up to replication. Next we discuss replication, transcription and translation. এই বাবা কোথায় এলো?
স্যার বলছি ডিজিজ গুলো তো আছে,
বলো।
স্যার যে ডিজিজ দুখানা আমাদের সিলেবাসে আছে,
বলো। হ্যাঁ,
ওই একটা কি গাউট ডিজিজ আর একটা
হাইপার ইউরিকেমিয়া।
হাইপার ইউরেসিমিয়া, তাই
হ্যাঁ
তো?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
হাইপার ইউরেসিমিয়া, ঠিক আছে। গাউট আর হাইপার ইউরেসিমিয়া এটা হচ্ছে প্রোটিন এই পিউরিন মেটাবলিজম ডিসঅর্ডার, পিউরিন মেটাবলিজম ডিসঅর্ডার। ওকে, 1 মিনিট দেখে দিচ্ছি, দেখি পিউরিন মেটাবলিজম ডিসঅর্ডার। আরো ছিল ট্রান্সলেশন ট্রান্সক্রিপশন, কি
আর
বললে?
তাহলে স্যার আমাদের
গাউট,
CA4 এ কোন অবধি সিলেবাস থাকবে? এই অবধি আজই যা পড়ালেন?
হ্যাঁ। আগে কি করেছিলাম, যে এনজাইমটা শেষ করেছি নাকি?
হ্যাঁ, আইসো এনজাইম অবধি ছিল আগের বারে।
হুম, আর তারপরে এই ক্লাস হলো নাকি? হ্যাঁ, ওই যে লিখে নাও, স্ট্রাকচার অফ ডিএনএ অ্যান্ড আরএনএ, মানে নিউক্লিক অ্যাসিড অ্যান্ড রেপ্লিকেশন, ঠিক আছে? বা তিনটে দেখো লিখে নাও, স্ট্রাকচার অফ ডিএনএ আরএনএ মানে নিউক্লিক অ্যাসিড, দেন বায়োসিনথিস অফ পিউরিন ইন পিরিমিডিন অ্যান্ড রেপ্লিকেশন। কি বললে? ডিসঅর্ডার অফ, কোথায় গেল রে বাবা? ডিসঅর্ডার অফ পিউরিন মেটাবলিজম, পাওয়া গেছে। বলে দেবো নাকি? এগুলোই তো
হ্যাঁ স্যার, এটা তো সিলেবাসে আছে দেখলাম।
সিলেবাসে আছে, ওই জন্য আমার
হ্যাঁ।
কাছেও আছে। ডিসঅর্ডার অ্যাসোসিয়েটেড উইথ দ্য পিউরিন মেটাবলিজম, এটা হচ্ছে পিউরিন অ্যাবনর্মাল মেটাবলিজম অফ পিউরিন। তার মধ্যে তোমার সিলেবাসে যে দুটো রয়েছে সে দুটোই বলছি, বাকি তিনটে এখন বলছি না। হাইপার ইউরেসিমিয়া অ্যান্ড দ্য গাউট, তাই তো? ওকে,
ইয়েস স্যার, ইয়েস স্যার।
ওকে। আর আমি গাউট আগেও বলেছি কথাটা, গাউট হচ্ছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি হাইপার ইউরেসিমিয়া থেকেই গাউট হবে। তো ফার্স্ট পার্ট ইজ দ্য হাইপার ইউরেসিমিয়া। দেখো, the category by the plasma urate uric acid level greater than the 7 mg per dl. In case of female 2.5 to 6 mg and male হচ্ছে 3.5 to 7 mg per dl, that is এর বেশি হলে তখন it is called the hyperuricemia. What is uricemia? Actually this purine which is converted to xanthin by the xanthin enzyme, xanthin oxidase, প্রথমে ইনিশিয়ালি হাইপোজ্যান্থিন দেন xanthin, আমি দেখাচ্ছি, জাস্ট শুনে রাখো। এইটা দেখলে তোমরা দেখলে পিউরিন বায়োসিনথেসিস, অ্যাডিনিন অর গুয়ানিন। So this adenine and guanine, after xanthin oxidase, it will convert to hypoxanthine. Then another xanthin oxidase, which is converted to xanthin, and xanthin to uric acid. If uric acid level is high, then the uric acid uricemia. If it is high, that is called the hyperuricemia in case of blood, or in case of if it is excess to the excreted to the urine, it is called the glycosiria, but it is the blood that is called the hyperuricemia. So how to treatment and how it will be formed, দেখি নিশ্চয় ডিটেলস আছে এখানে। The primary hyperuricemia, it is a innate defective, that means it is a genital defect is in the purine metabolism and the uric acid excretion. And secondary hyperuricemia, it is increased availability of the purine. তুমি যদি পিউরিন বেশি খাও due to metabolism of purine, due to this medication or medical condition, through it diets, it will be secondary hyperuricemia will be produced. And this বেশি নেই, দাঁড়া দেখাচ্ছি, বই নাহলে বই থেকে দেখিয়ে দিচ্ছি। গাউট, another is the gout. এই যে হাইপার, জেনারেলি ফার্স্ট স্টেপ হচ্ছে হাইপারইউরেসিমিয়া। দিস ইউরিক অ্যাসিড which is converted to this uric acid which is bind with the sodium salt, and this sodium salt of uric acid which is deposited in the basically in the joints, and then the inflammation in the joints and pain in the joints, this is called the gout. And gout is caused by the precipitation of sodium urate crystal in the joints and resulting in the inflammation and the pains. So দেখো, in that case, so the movability of the synovial fluid, যেখানে এই যে হাড়ের যে জয়েনিং আছে, that will be less. The movability of the synovial fluid is less, and the sodium salt of uric acid which is deposited in the joints, and ultimately the movability will be reduced, and this portion will be swelling. দেখো swelling, বয়স্ক আমরা বলি, যেটাকে আমরা বাংলায় বলি গাঁটে ভাত। তো this type of swelling will become, and their movability, and finally the painful. That is called the gout. And how to treatment, এটা মনে হয় নয়, আমার কাছে আরেকটা আছে। The progression of the hyperuricemia and gout, asymptomatic hyperuricemia, the serum urate will be increases, আচ্ছা আছে, কিন্তু এটা থেকে ওটা বেটার আছে। The asymptomatic hyperemesia, the serum urate and conception of the greater the 6.8 mg per dl, the urea crystal may be start to deposit in the joints and no evidence that the treatment is required. Actually কিন্তু এই gout never curable, only can you, because it is a genetic disorder, it is only symptomatic relief by the different analgesic like non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agents. This acute gout and had is the interpreted and the advanced gout. If sufficient urea deposited in the develop around the joints, and if the local environment and some trauma triggers the release, trauma mane injury, release and crystal in the joints, the space of the inflammatory response occurs, and these are fair and to be the self-regening the stage inducible period. And it bhalo na. So understanding the uric acid and causes, diet rich purine content or alcohol or deficiency in the dietary products, increase in the purine degradation, there is a chance of uric acid, increase in the PRP synthesis, because the synthesis of the starting material in case of purine biosynthesis is the PRPP. Okay, so in case of increase the PRPP, there is a chance of adenine, one mane purine biosynthesis is high, so their metabolism also high, so ultimately the uric acid will be high. The overproduction of PRPP increase the purine biosynthesis, increase the purine degradation, and increase the uric acid level. In case of decrease partial high HT enzymes, these are the deficiency of HRT enzymes, which is ARX. In case of this enzyme, which is present in this slide also, HX and G. Okay. What are the treatment? Basically, gout, how to treatment? Colchicine is reduce the inflammation. The colchicum autumnal is the source, the alkaloids, colchicum autumnal. The another most important drug is the allopurinol. Allopurinol প্রচুর এর আগেও বলেছিলাম allopurinol or alloxanthine, actually because it is a xanthine acid, xanthine derivative. It acts as a suicide inhibitor, because allopurinol and alloxanthine, which is a more powerful inhibitor than the original allopurinol, that's what it's called the suicide inhibitors. And this allopurinol is the main drug for the gout. It inhibits the uric acid synthesis. Uric acid synthesis that will be inhibited. Low uric acid, low purine diet, food that are high in the purine intake, and red meat. So যাদের uric acid level বেশি থাকে তার ক্ষেত্রে কোন which food is restricted, be careful, and remember it is aware to the others person also. Red meat, organ meat, as for example liver, yeast extract, as for beer, alcoholic beverage, that will be restricted. Another, asparagus, spinach, bean, beans, lentils, omantis, cauliflowers, and mushroom. All these are foods which are low purine diet. These red meat, okay, and avoid caffeine and alcohol. Why avoid caffeine? And caffeine actually just like a xanthine derivative. Actually, uric acid is a xanthine acid derivative. So caffeine মানে চা কফি খাওয়া বন্ধ। যাদের ক্ষেত্রে ইউরিক অ্যাসিড বেশি থাকবে তোমরা ভাববে যে না যন্ত্রণাটা কমবে, তাহলে চা কফি খাওয়া ভালো, আসলে তা নয়। চা কফি খেলে কিন্তু বেশি হবে, যন্ত্রণাটা বাড়বে, বিকজ ক্যাফিন কন্টেন xanthine acid, xanthine ডেরিভেটিভ, যে xanthine acid, xanthine টু ইউরিক অ্যাসিড হয়, সেই জন্য ক্যাফিন এবং অ্যালকোহল অ্যান্ড কিপ ডিহাইড্রেটেড। দেখি রিয়াকশন আছে কিনা। ওকে, দেখো দিস ইজ দ্য allopurinol is a suicide inhibitor based on the treatment of the gout. It is a hypoxanthine. This is allopurinol, just on a structural analog that can be inhibited by the allopurinol, guanosine or hypoxanthine to xanthine enzyme, xanthine oxidase, and urea. Basically, this allopurinol which inhibit the xanthine oxidase. এই দেখো এনজাইমের ক্ষেত্রে এটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট কোশ্চেন থাকে, বলেছিলাম। দেখো xanthine oxidase, allopurinol, it is a which type of inhibitors? কে বলতে পারে? একটা বলেছিলাম কম্পিটিটিভ, নন কম্পিটিটিভ, আনকম্পিটিটিভ। এই যে xanthine oxidase, allopurinol এক্সাম্পল দেখিয়েছিলাম, which type of inhibitor? এটা কোশ্চেন থাকে, কে বলবে? পিয়ালি, you can see it. What are problems in case of uric acid deposited or in the gouts? Very painful. বলো
স্যার অ্যালোপিউরিনল।
অ্যালোপুরিন তো কোন টাইপের ইনহিবিটর? হুইচ টাইপ অফ কম্পিটিটিভ, আনকম্পিটিটিভ, নন কম্পিটিটিভ? তখন চার্টে দেখিয়েছিলাম কিন্তু। তার মানে ওখানের এনজাইম এখানে দেখো কোথায় কাজে লেগে যাচ্ছে। তাহলে ইটস এ ভেরি গুড রিলেশন। এই জন্য একজন মানে বায়োকেমিস্ট্রি বেটার, দেখো কম্পিটিটিভ এনজাইম ইনহিবিশনে ছিল, কম্পিটিটিভ এনজাইম ইনহিবিশন, যেখানে অ্যালোপিরিনিন দিলে জ্যান্থিন অক্সিডেজের সঙ্গে বাইন্ড করে যাবে। এই যে জ্যান্থিন অক্সিডেজ ইনহিবিটেড বাই দ্য অ্যালোপিরিনল, এই জ্যান্থিন অক্সিডেজ যদি ইনহিবিট করে দেয় তাহলে মানে হাইপোজ্যান্থিন অর ক্যাফিন নেভার কনভার্ট টু হাইপোজ্যান্থিন, দেন জ্যান্থিন জেন ইউরিয়েট, তাহলে আর হবে না, দুটো প্রসেসই বন্ধ করে দিচ্ছে। বিকজ সবচেয়ে ইম্পর্টেন্ট এখানে দুটো ক্ষেত্রেই একটাই এনজাইম জ্যান্থিন অক্সিডেজ। So you can inhibit the xanthine oxidase or function of xanthine oxidase. I think hypoxanthine never converted to urate. তাই তো? হ্যালো,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
সেই জন্য জ্যান্থিন অ্যালোপিরিন ইজ এ ভেরি গুড ড্রাগ ফর দ্য গাউট, কিন্তু নেভার কিউরেবল, কারণ এটা হচ্ছে জেনেটিক ডিসঅর্ডার। শুধু ইউ ক্যান ইনহিবিট অর রিডিউস দ্য সিনথেসিস অফ ইউরিক অ্যাসিড। আর তার সঙ্গে কি বললাম, ক্যাফিন জাতীয় মানে চা কফি খাবে না, যাদের ইউরিক অ্যাসিড লেভেল বেশি তারা কিন্তু চা কফি রেড মিট এসব খাওয়া বন্ধ। কিন্তু কি তুমি ভাবলে যে যন্ত্রণার জন্য, তো যন্ত্রণা হচ্ছে চা কফি, জেনারেলি আমরা যন্ত্রণা কি করি, চা কফি খেয়ে থাকি। মাথার যন্ত্রণার জন্য ঠিক আছে, অ্যাকচুয়ালি ডিফারেন্ট পেন, ডিফারেন্ট টাইপস অফ ইনফ্লামেশন, তার জন্য ডিফারেন্ট টাইপস অফ অ্যানালজেসিক। সব অ্যানালজেসিক সব পেনে কাজ করবে না, কিন্তু মাথার যন্ত্রণা হলে একরকম মেডিসিন, পেটের যন্ত্রণা আরেক রকম, মনের যন্ত্রণা আরেক রকম, ফলে কিন্তু সব যন্ত্রণার ওষুধ একই নয় কিন্তু। যেমন অ্যাসপিরিন স্পেশালি ফর দ্য হেডেক, ব্যারালগন অর ডাইপ্রোপক্সিফেনক্সিলেট এটা হচ্ছে ফর মানে অ্যাবডোমিনাল পেন, আইবুপ্রোফেন ফর দ্য মেনস্ট্রুয়াল পেন। ফলে বিভিন্ন ড্রাগ বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্রে ইউজ করা হয়। এটা কিন্তু বি স্পেসিফিক, যে একটা যন্ত্রণার ওষুধ যে কোনো যন্ত্রণা কমিয়ে দিবে তা না। তবে মনের যন্ত্রণার কোনো মেডিসিন এখনো পর্যন্ত নেই, মনকেই ঠিক করতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? This is a very very problem. They accumulate in the মানে actually জমে গেছে, that will be accumulate in the high level of uric acid salt in the joints. That's so painful. যাদের হয়েছে তারাই জানে। So be careful. যদি ইউরিক অ্যাসিড লেভেলটা কম থাকে তাহলে accumulation of the uric acid salt in the joints. Okay. So gout, the trophy, and actually initially very it is called the uricemia, but initially it is called the toffee. Why called toffee মানে এ নয় কিন্তু চকলেট বা আদার্স নয়, এটি যে টফি মানে যখন জাস্ট প্রথম প্রাথমিক পর্যায়ে, তারপরে ইট ফর্মে সাম সল্টস অফ অ্যাসিডস, দ্যাট ইজ কল্ড, দেখছি এখানে আছে কিনা, টফি trophious accumulation of the uric acid salt in the cartilage and under skin, মানে initially it is called the toffee. তারপরে আস্তে আস্তে দেন কিডনি, হ্যাঁ দেন কিডনি স্টোন উইল বি ফর্ম। ইনিশিয়ালি ট্রফি, then uric acid is present in the high concentration in the blood. It may be precipitated as a salt in the kidney. This salt can form a stone which can be causes pain, infection and kidney damage. So initially called toffee, যখন the low level of uric acid just সবে মাত্র বাড়তে শুরু করেছে, তারপরে এটা কোথায় যাবে, স্টোন ফর্মেশন হবে। দেখো স্টোনগুলো কিভাবে রয়েছে, দেখো স্টোন, এবার আলটিমেটলি কিডনিটাকে ড্যামেজ করে দেবে, এই জন্য কিডনি স্টোন। তার মানে আলটিমেটলি ইউরিক অ্যাসিড ইজ দ্য মেন কালপ্রিট ফর দ্য গাউট, uric acid main culprit for the kidney damage. So be careful if you suffering from if a uric acid level after age of 40, every 6 month interval you can check your uric acid level, otherwise it will be a problem. In that case you can control your diets first, then if you not control, then you can take the medicine or advice to your doctors or go to the doctor's advice. Okay, say then gout and the kidney stone will be formed. So ultimately their uric acid another, okay এই ডিজিজ গুলো দেখাচ্ছি না আমি। ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ। আর কি দেখতে চাও? disorder of carbohydrate metabolism, disorder of urine metabolism, disorder of urine metabolism, disorder of pyrimidine আছে, purine metabolism, purine function, source, other things, xanthine, hypoxanthine and uric acid। এই যে এটা নেই, দেখো দিজ আর দ্য হাইপারইউরেসিমিয়া, অ্যাকুট রেনাল ফেলিওর, একটা হচ্ছে অ্যাকুট, একটা হচ্ছে গাউট, রেইজ সিনড্রোম। এইগুলো কিন্তু মাল্টিপল চয়েসের জন্য ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট, এগুলো যদি একটু পড়তে পারো দ্যাট উইল বি বেটার। যদি চাও তাহলে আমি দিয়ে দেবো তোমাদের। হাইপারপ্লেসিয়া, টাইম থাকলে তো পড়িয়ে দিতাম। পিউরিন মেটাবলিজম, কোনটা দেওয়া হয়নি, তোমরা কি একটা চেয়েছিলে, দিতে ভুলে গেছে। আর কি আছে বলো? হ্যালো, আচ্ছা শোনো, হ্যাঁ, ভেরি পুয়ার, 33 নাম্বারস।